everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Good Enough Gaming Podcast. As always, I'm Kyle. I'm joined by...
Sorry, I'm breaking the set over here. Don't mind me.
Distractions.
As always, I'm Kyle. I'm joined by Trevor, breaking shit.
Hi.
Daryl, organizing shit.
Correct.
And Jordan.
Just hanging out.
Currently taking a shit.
Sometimes.
This week's episode is entitled, I Didn't Forget Our Anniversary This Year. Somehow 2026 is the year that wants to remind us how old we are and how many of our beloved franchises are celebrating major milestones of their own.
Yeah.
Today's episode Today's episode is all about these franchises and our favorite installments or core memories from each of them. So join us as we give our flowers to the titles that we hold dear, reminisce about the good times we had, discuss what we're looking forward to in the future together, and enjoy the midlife crisis as it unfolds. Happy anniversary, Good Enough Gamers. Woo! You should also know that it's not just a gaming anniversary, guys. It is our anniversary.
Oh my god.
We have been doing this for 5 years.
That's crazy.
So much.
Oh,
We're holding hands.
Yeah.
that's nice.
We need some of those like crack. We need some of the crack.
Nice.
We did it.
5 years of talking our bullshit, and somehow
A
y'all
lot of
still
bullshit.
hang around.
We did it.
Yeah, if you followed us even for one episode, thank you. Honestly, it means a lot. We like to say a lot of really dumb shit. But
We got some hot takes sometimes, and sometimes I don't give a shit if you think I'm wrong, but
You're never wrong, though.
I'm never wrong.
So we figured there's a whole bunch of gaming franchises that hit like major milestones this year.
Crazy.
this is a
We're-
big one.
We're
Why
gonna,
Why is everything happening?
I
This
know.
way?
Make
This is
sense.
crazy.
I know. We're gonna start from like the earlier, like I want to say newer.
Yes.
The
But, like,
newer anniversaries.
Yes,
Yeah.
newer anniversaries, and go deep dive into some larger ones.
Some oldies.
So
Yeah.
to start, get out your monk chants.
Mhm.
Oh.
Halo turns 25 this year. One of like the most iconic first-person shooter franchises that spawned so much.
Changed the game.
Whether it was competitive play, online play, a half-assed TV series, on what taught people what not to do with a gaming adaptation.
I mean, we have many
There's
references
yeah,
for that.
we
Yeah.
have many.
It's
But-
extensive.
But Halo's a big one. And
Yeah.
like where did we start with Halo?
Oh, I played Halo. My memory of Halo is being over at my buddy Kurt's place, who had an Xbox and a big ass like TV and projector system down in the basement of his place, and we would get Derek's Xbox as well, and we would play together all on like separate screens, but get a big group of us together again and have big matches going and play online. And I was like, nothing has changed. I've always been dog shit at shooting games. I've always been bad.
Started early.
Yeah. Nothing has changed. But my favorite part was that was my first taste of shooting game lobbies
Oh,
and like
yeah,
smack
yeah.
talking and whatever. And so I'm playing and I'm listening to my buddies go, and I'm like, wait, you can talk shit to the other team.
You can say these
You
things.
can say this and whatever. And so immediately I just flipped the script. I was like, I don't care. Like, I don't even have to play. Just let me talk on the mic.
I'm just here to beak people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So like my buddy would be playing, Curtis would be playing, and he was good at the game, and I would just have the mic plugged into his controller, and I'd be talking shit as he's doing everything, and I was like, this is my role. This is my gift to the game. But I also played through the story campaigns of Halo 1 and 2 with him, just
Yeah.
like me and him
Yeah.
and had played through them. So I loved Halo just for that aspect.
Yeah, they weren't the first to do like, you think of like GoldenEye and stuff where you have like story missions,
Yeah.
and
No,
even Call
yeah.
of Duty did that. But like
they did
something
it
about the
well.
Halo ones, yeah,
Yeah.
they were really good, especially early
so
on.
good.
Yeah, Halo was like the first I think that's the one that kind of breached gaming to like more non-gaming folks as well. Because like LAN party stuff and first person shooters, like you said, GoldenEye, did it really early. Quake was
Yes.
around,
Unreal Tournament. Yeah.
So like those types of games existed pre Halo, but I feel like Halo, because it had the story, it had all this high production lore being put into it. That's where a lot of people were like, I've never played a first person shooter, but this sounds fucking cool. Like
Everyone was just raving about it.
Yeah.
when it first
It was
came
like
out.
gotta
cool.
check
You
it
know,
out.
you've got like the Needler. Like they had really creative weapons. It wasn't
Yes.
just another
Yeah.
World War One or
Oh,
World
it's
War
a
Two.
shotgun.
Yeah. Oh, it's an AK-47. It's like, no, you've got the Needler. You've got the
Yeah.
fucking laser sword, or like the
even being able to pilot the Warthog or
the
Once you
Banshee. The
figured out how to
the
drive,
Banshees.
Banshee
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
like Trevor driving in Call of Duty.
The twin stick fucking driving. But like even being able to do that stuff in a campaign
Yeah.
was really cool for the time. And then like obviously the
The character design was
iconic
cool.
music, like as soon as you boot up the first game. Like I say, similar to Daryl, like my first experience with Halo was in junior high. I had a buddy of mine, shout out to Mike. He lived across the street from our school, and he was the only one I
Dangerous.
knew that had an Xbox. And so after school, every day we would walk over to his house and we would do LAN party, Halo,
split screen, yeah.
split screen,
Hell
and
yeah.
like just the amount of fucking hours that we put into that game. And that was beyond GoldenEye. That's honestly probably my only other like first person shooter. I didn't really get heavy into those games till Modern Warfare on the PS3. That was like when I really went into that type of game. But before that, it was GoldenEye and Halo was really it. So yeah, it was super fun though.
Didn't play a lot of Halo. We
I
would
own-
like dabble.
Yeah, I do remember once when we went out to our cousin's place for Christmas, and they had, I can't remember if it was Halo 1 or 2 on their computer, and we had like never really played a lot of Halo. Same thing, didn't really know
Yeah.
anybody with an Xbox. I just remember being told like, it's Christmas, you're supposed to hang out with your family, like get off the fucking computer.
The computer.
Yeah.
Like, I want to play Halo.
Yeah. Shut up.
Yeah, that was on some online gaming. And it was,
But, so we've had the most recent Halo,
Yeah.
which kind of
Infinite?
flopped.
Yeah, it
More or
was
less.
not.
I don't
What-
know why. I played that game.
I think it's just more of the same is the problem.
yeah, potentially. But
What saves Halo? What gets us to a 30 years of Halo?
Well, so so it's kind of a weird one. Bungie, who created Halo, no longer is involved in Halo.
yeah,
They
just
moved
so
to
bizarre.
very odd. So, they moved to Destiny and, created that franchise. But their departure after Halo 4 is where Microsoft really had an identity crisis. They were like, well, we've got this massive franchise
Yeah, just
that makes us
prints
a ton
money.
of money. We can't let this disappear. Even though Bungie's not involved, like we got to figure this out. And, so Halo 5, they tried to incorporate a dual protagonist campaign, so you play as Master Chief and then you play as this other guy.
that big alien guy, isn't it?
Yeah, no,
Oh, no, that's
it's
the other one.
another human character.
Oh,
And, forgive me, Halo fans, I didn't play this one. But I think he's going after Master Chief.
oh,
Is
okay.
kind of the
Kind of
story.
doing a
But
Last
you
of Us
play,
thing.
Yeah, but like you play both sides. And a lot of people didn't like it. They didn't like they didn't like this character as much as Master Chief.
No.
And then with Infinite, that was right around the time when every company was like, we need a live service.
yeah,
We need everything to be open world.
Which
killed it.
To be
And
and to be fair, like a lot of people said, like Halo could have done a battle royale. As much as it's like the space is
Mhm.
flooded with it, all this. It's like you literally have all the vehicles.
Yep.
You've already got the
Yeah.
characters. You've got all this side content. like to just create like an alien world.
Yeah.
And most
the
of the
Halo
stuff in
theme-
Halo is the multiplayer online stuff.
Correct.
Yeah,
like,
that's
to do a
what it's known for. Yeah.
It's essentially become a bit of a Call of Duty, right? It's like we're not really here for the story, although they are known for
they're
it.
good.
Good stories.
But
yeah.
like-
worth playing.
But the
Yeah.
new one is like, well, that's not really there either. It's like, why wouldn't you do a battle royale or do, we've gotten all these like RPG, your Zeldas and your Horizons that are these big open world RPGs. It's like, well, maybe you do that with the Halo story.
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot of like shooter big open world games.
Yeah.
Aside from like, we talked about like New
I think
Vegas.
that's what they went for
Yeah,
with
Yeah.
Infinite.
like Far
But
Cry
it's
and
just-
stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, like with Infinite, the downside too is they promised a lot when they announced that game, and then when it launched, it was kind of half baked. A lot of the features and gameplay options that they wanted or
Weren't
that they
ready.
announced weren't ready.
No.
Like campaign co-op, like Daryl said, that is kind of what Halo's known for,
We
is
built on
people
it.
playing
Yes.
the campaign together. That feature wasn't in the game at launch.
No.
Like one of the most requested features of a franchise, and you're like, nah, we're just gonna take that
We
out,
haven't gotten it working yet.
and
It's just the overhype and overpromise of games now. Like, this is the greatest game ever made that you'll ever see. And you're like, okay, well, released broken. Like everyone it was one of those like, the toxic positivity games where like, they're
yeah.
like, this is the best thing ever written. You're like, that is the most cringy,
yeah,
like worst writing I've ever seen. Like, did no one test this with anybody?
Mhm.
Like, no, we thought it was perfect. We just did it all internal. You're like,
Yeah.
guys, stop. Come on.
Yeah.
Learn the lesson.
Like I don't know about you guys, but like to me, peak Halo is the 360 era.
Yes.
Like Halo 3, Halo ODST, like those are fucking peak.
Yep.
Halo 3 is
games.
probably the best game of
Yeah.
all the Halos,
Like-
I think.
Like probably my most hours.
Yeah.
Probably my most hours played is in Halo 2. And I love that game. But yeah, like Daryl's, Halo 3 was phenomenal. ODST is like, people have been asking for remakes to the ODST spin-off games,
Mhm.
and they've never done anything with that franchise. And then we've got two RTS Halo games.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of an odd departure for the franchise too. Like I appreciate that they were trying to do something different.
Yeah.
But
Trying
yeah,
to compete with like the
just-
StarCraft, and they're like, well, this is also in space, so
Yeah.
why not? Right?
We got aliens.
we've got
This is a very
factions.
weird
we can-
Warhammer approach
Yeah.
to that. Like,
yeah. But yeah, I mean, I would like to see this franchise just go back to basics. Give us a multiplayer that people care about. Get rid of the live service bullshit. Obviously people care about Master Chief, so just make him the focal point. Every fucking Mario game is about Mario, and nobody has a problem with that. So it's like, why does Master Chief need to be pushed off to the side? And we keep trying to introduce these other characters. Like,
put people
I think-
around him, but
yeah,
still make it him.
like it's too bad that Bungie departed, or like whatever the
something happened.
whatever the
there.
divide was
Yeah.
because I think the formula for Destiny would have been a really good situation for Halo.
You're not wrong.
Moving on from Halo, our next big anniversary, also 25 years, little bit more ghoulish,
Scary.
Resident Evil. Now, I recall playing the very first one, PS1, like clunky as shit, every single time in that first hallway, the crow through the window. Always gets me.
No matter how bad the graphics were or whatever. Just like, fuck.
It scares.
Mr. X following you around.
Yeah. I think the only one I played Resident Evil 2 on both the N64 and PS2. Was it PS2? It was PS2.
Camera. I think it was PS1, wasn't it?
Maybe it was PS1.
Yeah,
But I
PS1.
played Resident Evil 2 on both. I skipped 3 because we didn't have a PlayStation at the time, and picked up with Resident Evil 4.
GameCube days. Yeah.
Yes, GameCube and Wii.
Yeah, it was like an exclusive.
Yeah.
Oh, so weird.
Yeah.
Originally,
Yeah,
I
it
think
was
it's been
only
re-released
GameCube,
now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I think I stopped after 5 with like giant, super buff Chris Redfield, like
5 was really bad.
5 was so bad. But
They had some questionable
He was
uses.
on trend, bro. It's cool.
4 was peak for me. Like I loved it. And even when like my wife is like, "Oh yeah, I played Resident Evil 4. It was great." Like, what?
Wait, what?
Marry me.
Sign me up.
Yeah. No, the series has taken a weird turn.
They've roller coastered a bit because they're like, we can't. I think they've tried to follow some trends, right? Like
Yeah.
zombies was really big for a while. They were at the front of it,
Yeah.
and then it
they
got
kinda-
huge. You know,
yeah.
you're getting your
Franchise movies.
your Walking Deads and like
Yeah.
huge movie franchises about
Yeah.
zombies. Then it kind of fell off, and they're like, okay, maybe we lean vampires and like other spooky
Muscle mummies.
muscle mommies, whatever you want to do. And then now
Snoo.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
now it sounds like they're kind of coming back a little,
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
but it sounds more like they're kind of leaning a bit more like occult and
Yeah.
dark
Yeah.
swamp. You know, you think it's always like the weird, like creepy settings, right?
Yes.
It's just like the dark, rundown swamp and shacks and whatever.
That sort of shit. I mean,
Yeah.
like weird, creepy shit doesn't happen in like
Nice places, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Suburbia.
Yeah.
No.
Resident Evil 9, suburban hell. We're in touch the soccer mom.
We're in the McMansion.
Yeah.
That guy didn't mow his lawn for 3 days.
You just run an HOA.
We're out of wine.
Yeah, Daryl, have you played Resident Evil games?
Only the first one.
Just the first
Just
one.
the first
Oh, wow.
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think anybody that's played like, you know, the main line, because there's a lot of spin-offs as well. And most of the spin-offs are really bad.
Yes.
But I think most people agree Resident Evil 6 is by far the worst.
Oh, okay.
If you pull up any clips or like, you know, YouTube shorts or whatever, check out Resident Evil 6, the gun fu rooftop battle scene. It's like two characters shooting guns at each other point blank and nobody can hit anybody.
Yes.
Oh, I think I've seen that.
It's ridiculous and it's like peak anime like
Okay.
Yeah.
Japan shit. Anyway, it's terrible. And then, like Kyle said, Resident Evil 5 with like the big hulking brute stuff was really weird. It also took place in like I think a fictionalized African country. And there was some pushback, let's say, about about the setting and portrayals of certain things and
Certain people's.
yeah. So anyway, not great.
Like original Power Rangers Super Nintendo bad or like
Maybe not quite as
Resident
bad,
Evil
but
Wakanda.
yeah.
yeah, okay.
There was no hip hop keto.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we were.
Just
Yeah,
wondering.
you got to bring that back. But yeah, so they did like a soft reboot with Resident Evil 7. It was the first time the franchise went to a first person perspective.
Oh, okay.
But they brought it back to like Resident Evil is very known for always having this like super creepy monster that follows you throughout the whole game. You can't kill it. You can slow it down, but like ultimately
avoid it.
just like
Stars.
yeah, it just chases you. And so Resident Evil 7 brought that back. It was less of the action 5 and 6.
More
And
puzzles.
more of the puzzles and the horror and like really tight, confined, claustrophobic spaces. And that game was phenomenal. The story was great. It had a lot of the weird, you know, Resident Evil shit in it. But the story was really good, and it started introducing new characters into the franchise. And then, yeah, you had, you know, the vampire mummy in the next one, which was, again, kind of an odd departure. But the gameplay was really
Yeah, people
good.
liked that game.
Yeah.
Like outside of that.
And we've got Resident Evil Requiem, which is coming out, I think, in like probably by the time this launches, maybe a week away. Like, I think it's honestly pretty close to coming out. That seems to be taking a lot of Resident Evil 4 and 7.
Yeah.
Kind of seems to be a mixture.
Is that the one they brought back Leon, or is that the one where they're bringing someone back and he's like,
Yeah.
Same thing. He's like jacked now.
Yeah, so yeah, Leon from Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
He's gonna be coming back. And then they've got a new female character in this game, and the campaign will split, so you'll play as both.
Oh, which is cool.
You know, and they've already kind of said, like, if you want like Resident Evil 2 type horror gameplay, all of that's going to kind of be her storyline.
Oh, that's cool.
But then if you liked Resident Evil 4,
Just the
which
best,
was more action,
greatest hits,
and,
yes.
you know, all of Leon's gameplay is going to be like that.
Yeah, I remember them. They showcased a lot of the new, like some really cool new like combat mechanics where there was a lot more like interplay between characters. So if a guy was coming at you with like a chainsaw, you could like push somebody else into that chainsaw.
Oh, crazy.
So it wasn't just
Yeah.
like enemies are kind of immune to each other. You can like
Yeah.
kind of use the environment a bit more. So I don't know what it
Oh,
seemed
that's
like. It was
cool.
quite like a new coding type
Mhm.
thing where it was like a really immersive experience where you could do more cool shit, right? Where you're like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
stuff that you'd see like in one of the many good to awful Resident Evil movies that
Yes.
exist as well. There's a like something about this franchise. I don't know why,
man.
if it's just because they started so early on zombies, but like
Yeah.
they've
Yeah.
taken so many swings at Resident Evil in so many different ways.
Yeah.
And my wife will never let me forget it.
Yeah.
The amount of like
Tell us the story, Kyle.
I enjoyed the Resident Evil movies.
The early ones were good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we kept going to see them. And they got worse and worse. And
Yes.
still I was hopeful. I was like, no, it'll be better. I
It'll,
promise.
it'll be
This
good
one
to
will
see.
be better, I
Yeah.
promise.
And then
It
it's
looks
just like
really cool.
zombie land. It just becomes a farce of
And
itself,
then-
right?
sure.
And every time she just gives me shit like, oh, we should watch a Resident Evil movie tonight. That would be great.
So,
It's either that or a Nick Cage movie,
good.
honey. You pick Mila Jovovich or Nick Cage. Which one you taking?
yeah, I take
God.
Nick Cage all day for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Trevor,
Um,
any Resident Evil memories?
Watching you play it as a kid, because
Yeah.
I was a bit younger and you'd picked it up and I was like, fuck this.
That's
Like
fair.
same thing, like either the crows or the running down the hallway in is it Resident Evil
Like the
2
liquor?
when you're in the station.
The
No, where the liquors and then like the arms through the windows as
yeah.
well.
Yeah, yeah.
Like just that whole vibe that they created, even with how kind of shitty the game looked.
Yeah.
Like they've got the remaster now, which looks incredible.
Mhm,
But
yeah,
like
It was good for the time.
yeah.
No, it was incredible.
The
I
2,
remember.
3, and 4 remakes are all fantastic.
Yeah.
At some point, I actually have all 3 downloaded. I want to play them in October
Okay.
and just like
spooky month.
The
go
Halloween,
through it.
yeah.
Like go
The
through all
Halloween
of them.
games.
Honestly, I think some of these games Daryl honestly would really enjoy, because I know you
Oh, I'm
play
sure-
some scary
yeah,
games
yeah.
and stuff
Yeah.
too.
I
And the
don't mind
over the
scared.
shoulder
I'm not
and some of
scared.
that is
Yeah.
yeah. They're not
Um,
super spooky. They're just kind of creepy and gross and stuff.
And the nice thing with Requiem coming out is they've actually listened to player feedback, and so you can swap between first person and third person.
Which is nice because they kind of
Mhm.
didn't they like essentially invent that third person view? Like in Resident Evil 1 or 2, I thought they were like the first people to really
It was,
do
like,
that.
it was isometric though.
Yeah, they did like
Oh,
the
true.
fixed camera thing, so like
Yeah.
you'd run
Oh,
down
yes.
the hallway, and then the camera would automatically like.
Yeah, I remember that
switch
being
to-
shit.
It was
Oh.
really bad.
Yeah.
Siphon
It's
filter
not like
style.
that anymore.
Yeah.
Like they don't do that anymore. But
No.
Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, you'd be running this way down the hall, and then the camera would switch, and then you have to like switch
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then you're being chased or whatever's happening. Like,
super
fuck,
janky on purpose.
Yeah.
I remember the
running into a
do you
corner.
remember like the door loading screens where it was like open the door?
Yeah.
I always expected a zombie to come through it at some point. I think that was a missed opportunity.
a
where,
good
like,
jump scare.
Yeah, like you open it and like, oh fuck, there's actually a zombie there, and it pushes you back in and to have to deal with it instead of. I think that I always
That
thought
would've
There's
been
so many
good,
little
yeah.
things. Well, that was like what was that other horror game? That semi-horror game that was sort of like Dead Space that we had tried, Jordan.
Oh, Callisto
Protocol.
Protocol. Yeah, yeah.
And like same thing, you're climbing through fucking vents. Like 80% of the game is loading screens. I'm like, not once did a zombie jump out and try and grab me and become like a cinematic moment.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
this is like
Missed
wasted opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
So, Resident Evil, big one, huge from Capcom. Like
still
25
Still making
years.
waves.
Congratulations,
Yeah. Yes.
Resident Evil.
Yeah, really cool.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
moving on to the 30-year mark.
Some big ones.
Some heavy hitters. We've done
Huge.
episodes on these,
Yes.
so probably don't have to spend too much time here.
Yeah.
No. First one, Diablo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
buddy.
original Diablo came out, and that was just like literally like a dungeon crawl where you go deeper and deeper and deeper to
Yeah.
defeat the
Right.
Skeleton King, who was the final
Yeah.
boss.
get the butcher and
Yes.
some of the original kind of references there.
Yeah.
Right.
The franchise has expanded insanely.
Immensely.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, sometime very recently to when this is coming out as well, we're getting a big Diablo announcement.
Like a Diablo 2 Resurrected announcement.
Well, no, like a full franchise
And-
announcement.
yeah.
Yes.
So they've got
Full
the,
Right, kind of
across
a
the board.
roadmap
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Resurrected 2 is getting something. Immortals getting something. Diablo 4 is getting something.
Yeah.
Like
we're gonna get the new class,
Yeah.
whatever it is. There's
Yeah, right,
talks of a
right.
warlock or a blood knight, or maybe it's something entirely different.
Yeah. Leaks abound. Blizzard did just recently put out like their huge like
Like the roadmap
a
or
time,
like
like a time in the
big,
life
a
of it,
big
like,
anniversary
all these
thing.
different like Blizzard games that they call back to, whether it was like Lost Vikings or StarCraft or that sort of thing. So Blizzard has been around for a while. I'm hoping they do it right.
I'm hopeful, like recently as well. Not so much of an anniversary, but Overwatch.
Yes.
So obviously Marvel Rivals came out. Everyone's like, it's kind of a copy, but it's created this actual competition. And so
Yeah.
Yep.
Overwatch, they released Overwatch 2, which was useless. They have now gone back to
Wasn't great.
they've now gone back to just calling it Overwatch. So they've decided that
Yeah,
we're
they
just
got
going to
rid
stick
of
to
the
the
two.
we're going to stick to this whole like living live service
Yeah.
game. It is what it is. But I mean, for the last 5 years, they did fuck all to that game.
Dormant. Yeah.
Yeah.
They've now released this like huge update because they're going to have a an upswing of hero shooter people, because pretty much you have Marvel or Overwatch because all
Yeah.
the other ones failed.
Sorry, Concord.
Yeah.
Valorant.
Valorant's
Valorant
more
is
of
still pretty
it's-
popular.
it's more of a
Yeah.
Counter Strike.
Yeah, to me, those are different.
That's- yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not
Those
quite
are
that.
different
Yeah,
franchises.
It was nice to see that like Blizzard wasn't just kind of just playing it safe, just kind of taking it easy.
Resting on their
Yeah.
laurels.
Yeah, oh, we're making money, whatever. Right. So I'm hopeful with Diablo that it's really like kind of pushed them. Now
Yeah.
that you've also got Path of Exile coming out, you have all these other kind of
You have
Diablo-esque
yeah,
games.
There's
Yeah.
competition.
And there's competition, and people have complained. Like Diablo 4 has some problems.
Yep.
Their gameplay has some problems. So it's like, do something cool with it and
Yeah.
and make me want to come back to this franchise.
Like Kyle and I have been having fun. Like we went, we played the Paladin class as it came back in, and like that was a blast. I've thoroughly enjoyed that character and
Yep,
was
I
having
did
a
too.
good time.
I still have to try some other builds with it though.
I agree. Like I want to do some different stuff with the Paladin, but like I am hopeful that the last class is going to kind of come in with another big update, because there was some stuff like the last time we talked about the game, like they made some good quality of life fixes to,
Yeah, right.
the systems. Some of the random rolling, some of the ways to like change your fixes and change the stuff on your gear. That stuff has gotten better. It's not as bullshit,
ridiculous,
as it was.
Yeah.
So they got rid of some of the random rolling aspects and allow you to just roll the percentage on something, supposed to like the actual skill itself and the percentage. So some of the stuff has gotten better, and I hope that that's the continued trend. I hope you get to
Yeah.
Yeah.
more or less choose the stats you want on your gear and just roll the percentages. Like that would be better
Yeah.
across everything. But you still have to get your like grind out, get the best piece of gear nonsense and shit. But like I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but I've put in a ton of hours into Diablo 4, but I still
Yeah,
think
more
Diablo,
than any of us.
I still think Diablo 3 holds like that special
Yeah.
place, because that's kind of like how we started this whole thing. And
Yeah.
And a lot of people argue that all the fixes that they made to Diablo 4 were essentially to return it to what Diablo 3 was, with the rifts and all those
Yeah.
things. And because like
Yeah, right.
that, although it's still maybe not, to some of us peak Diablo of like the Diablo 2 era,
Yeah.
it was way better than what, once they fixed Diablo 3, it was a
Yeah.
lot better than what they did with
Yeah.
4.
Initial Diablo
Yeah.
3 was
Hot
bad.
garbage. Hot
Yeah, it was,
garbage.
it was not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
here's hoping. I mean, with a lot of these Blizzard announcements, I'm just hopeful, maybe we see a
If it's a
StarCraft or we
Blizzard,
see,
yeah.
there's
I
so
feel
many
like it's gonna be
things.
a Warlock, but
Yeah.
Yeah. I
There's
think
there's so many little things that they could do, and I'm just hopeful because now that they've got active, they've got the money. They're not concerned about
Mhm.
they're concerned about making money, but they're not like, oh, we're gonna go out of business.
No,
It's like, so just use that money and make something fucking
make your
awesome,
cosmetics
please.
a little cheaper though, Blizzard.
Come
on.
Yeah, no $50 horses. I mean,
There should not be
Get
any
real.
$50 cosmetics in any
Yeah,
game.
no,
I don't
there
care what it
should be.
is.
until I'll be honest. I've said it before. Until Voodoo Mama Juju,
Yeah.
Bring back the witch doctor.
until
witch
she
doctor.
can come back.
Everyone's
I
thinking
don't
it's a
know,
warlock.
man.
It's actually a witch doctor. Jordan's back in.
Yeah. No, I pine for just the simplicity of rift running from Diablo 3. Like Diablo 4.
Hence us playing Wayfinder.
Yeah. Like Diablo 4, we played it. I put a ton of hours into it, nowhere near what Daryl has played.
No one.
but for me, it just got too overcomplicated, too focused on min-maxing stats and like trying to roll for specific gear. And like, I want to turn on Diablo and turn off my brain.
Yeah.
That's why I play that game with you guys. And for me, if I wasn't playing Diablo 4 consistently, I was just so lost. I'm spending time in menus rather than playing.
It's like trying
the
to come
game.
back to like World of Warcraft now.
Exactly.
We're like, what are all these menus and these things?
Yeah.
Like, this is
I was just gonna
ridiculous.
say, like, if you're not there it's one of those games. If you're not there at the inception and you don't kind of continue to play through it,
If you don't
as
grow
they
with it,
add
yeah.
on a different layer every season.
Yeah.
And a
Fuck is
new
happening?
component
It's
and
so
a new thing and a new
confusing.
thing. Like, it's hard to stay. It's hard to
Yeah.
stay on top of it. It
Yeah.
is hard.
That's why, yeah, I mean, that's the same thing why I love Diablo 2. It's like, I'm going to go do some magic find. I'm just going to run this run
You know what to
100
expect.
times.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing. I can just kind of turn off and relax. And so, yeah.
So speaking of turning off our brains,
welcome to the podcast.
we're gonna take a quick break. We're going to go to the most brainless of segments.
Kyle's.
Yeah. So we're gonna take another step into wrong answers only. So if you would take it away, me.
Ugh.
Wrong answers only.
Thanks, me.
Every time.
Hate it every
I
time.
know. I love it. So this week, in the spirit of anniversaries, I need all of you to tell me some anniversaries we won't be celebrating this year.
I have so many good ones.
Parappa the Rappa.
How old is he turned? Or just in general?
Just in general.
Oh, I tried to look up ones that actually had significant years.
Oh, I did not go that deep into mine.
I can tell you one that we're not going to be celebrating. Godfall's release.
Oh, come on.
We're not celebrating Concord.
No.
No,
No,
I do have
that
two.
was on my list.
I have two very big movie franchises that we will not be celebrating, and
Okay.
that is Monster Hunter turns 5, and the Warcraft movie turns 10 this year.
It's 10 years
10
old.
years
It is.
old.
It
Wow.
was so bad.
I think we should rewatch Warcraft together
Ugh.
Oh.
in the spirit of the
Now,
anniversary.
even better, turning I guess it'd be 32 now, but I put it for 30 in 2024. The Double Dragon movie is now over 30 years old,
That's a classic. Come on.
Classic.
with the guy from Iron Chef.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
good.
So bad. So bad.
Well, yeah, two of mine on my list are gone, Concord and Monster Hunter. So clearly we don't hang out and talk a lot. My anniversary to be honest, I'm a little sad that we don't celebrate, is the first time that we all played Chain together.
Oh,
Together.
fuck that. Fuck that terrible game. God, I hated that game.
It's so bad, but it was so funny.
Daryl's not a fan of our team building
It
exercises.
was so fucking funny,
I
but
hated
it
it.
it was
I
so
hated it
bad.
so much. It's the most pointless and stupid thing we played ever.
Oh,
Streamer
man.
slop.
Yeah, for real.
Infuriating.
I do have one that's
We're not going to be celebrating the anniversary of the Blade Marvel series. That's
Oh. We're on 5 years of maybe it's still getting
Daryl.
made.
Too
It's
soon.
the only anniversary we're getting. They're still in talks. My wife sent one along. She's very sad that we will not be celebrating the 28 plus years of Nancy Drew games this year, unfortunately.
Oh.
If anybody's an expert on Nancy Drew games, it is your wife.
It is.
I took this assignment as anniversaries that will never happen.
Oh,
Oh, okay. I took
That's
this as
fair.
anniversaries that we just like will not be celebrating.
We're gonna ignore
Yeah.
Daryl-
altogether.
Daryl's already collecting all of his stuff for the High Guard anniversary. Is that
yeah.
gone too soon?
Buy every physical copy you can find.
Yeah.
Turn it into coasters.
Yeah,
All right. I think that's good.
so
Yeah.
bad.
Hit all the good ones.
Yeah. It's a good anniversary. Man, Godfall was so bad.
The funniest part of that, I was so jealous because you guys all had PS5s and I didn't.
Yeah, you didn't get one right
You guys were
early.
all
right
playing that
away.
game, and I'm just in the chat like, "Fuck you guys! I'll just play some more. I'll just play some more Fall Guys or Diablo 3 or whatever."
Yeah.
And you're just like talking about, "Oh, I got this sick piece of gear," and then it was like the third time you guys had played. Like, wait, that was it? This game's fucking trash.
Yeah.
And I was just like, "Oh, I didn't miss out."
Dodge the bullet.
Yeah,
is
it's
what
like
you did.
because you could beat the campaign in like 2 or 3 sessions, and the campaign was done.
And then the end game was ass.
It was just boss runs. That's all.
But
it
not even
was.
good ones.
No, just like redoing the same shit.
Here's your hub
We
of
were
one room.
so
Talk to this
excited
person.
about that
Run across
game.
and talk to the one other person here.
Oh yeah, we were so excited
Yeah.
about that game.
It was a tech demo.
So
It's a
funny.
PS5 tech
Honestly,
demo.
yeah.
Looked beautiful. Was awful.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
So funny.
I still
Now-
how it's not talked about.
But
I
now
know.
let's
Not
get
at
into a
Yeah.
franchise that has
Yes.
survived.
Yes.
A long time.
30 years as well. Pokemon.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Fuck yeah.
This one's huge. Obviously, we talked about ZA Legends.
Yeah, we've recently
Recently,
done some stuff on Pokemon and Digimon there, but
Jordan jumped into ZA Legends and is already
done.
a Q level.
A
Done?
super
He's
plus.
done.
I beat it.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah. I was fortunate enough to get a Switch 2. Thank you, my lovely wife. My wife. Yeah, I played through ZA Legends ZA or whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's not great. I mean, let's just get it out of the way. It's better than what was the last one, Daryl? You played the last one.
Oh, Scarlet Violet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
those two also hot trash.
Yeah,
But-
it's better than that. So I'll give it that.
But get your shit together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
fuck.
Honestly, it's so sad because the first Legends game, Arceus,
Yeah, it was good.
It was so good. It just had technical issues because it was on the Switch
And it was just a
Potato.
boring environment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they couldn't fill it with anything because the Switch would explode.
Yeah. And it's so unfortunate because the only thing that they took from Arceus to ZA was being able to throw Pokeballs at random Pokemon to catch them, like
Like
without
sneak up
fighting.
on them. Yeah.
That was the only mechanic that they took from Arceus and was like, yeah, okay, sure. Well, I guess it says Legends in the name, so we got to keep something the same. But like the fact that
Continuity.
you
We have
only
alphas and
Shinies everywhere.
like the fact that this game takes place in only one city, every area looks the fucking same.
yeah.
That's what happens when it's all wallpapered on
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
straight
the
up
text,
boxes.
Yeah.
And like, trying to parkour around the town without a jump button. And
Yeah.
it's, I want Pokemon to be good again so badly.
It's
honestly, just fucking somebody at Game Freak or whoever's making these now, just play a little bit of Pal World. Just play a little bit of it.
Yeah, just a teeny
just
bit.
play a little bit. You don't have
Yeah.
to put the guns and shit in there and the build your own environment or like town situation. You don't have to do any of that bullshit. But like, can you play just a little bit of that and just go, oh, this is what we should do.
Or just go back and play like Ruby Sapphire or
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
any of your previous games, like not within the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Like go back to like a Game Boy era game.
I mean,
And then
honestly, Sword and Shield were good games. The biggest complaint that people had was that it just didn't have the full Pokedex.
Yeah.
People were upset that the Pokedex was so small in that game compared to previous ones.
Okay.
That was the biggest issue that most people had. And then, some of the end game stuff wasn't quite as fleshed out in that. But like the fact that their first, console Pokemon game, honestly, is still their best one so far is kind of sad.
Yeah.
just another case of owning the market. They're pumping out so much money.
Well, we talked about Digimon, like
Yeah. It was a way better game.
such a good game. And, like talk about a monster catching game where they are like, you know what, we're actually going to give you a legitimate story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to give you a campaign
It
with
might not make sense at certain
It's
points.
a little fucked up.
Yes.
I got very confused.
but it's still a really good story.
Yeah, and we're gonna put some like
heavy JRPG
and some adult themes and
Yeah.
like some pretty heavy emotional things in here, and we're not going to hold your hands. Like
No.
if you're an adult, you're gonna notice these things. You know, and then for the kids, they're like, well, fuck, I got a cool new Digimon. I don't give a
Yeah,
shit.
we're
about
battling
this.
Digimons.
Yeah. You know, so like it's just so it's unfortunate because I love Pokemon, and the only one I haven't played is Scarlet Violet. I even asked Daryl when I
Nah,
got
don't do
my
it.
Switch 2. I was like, should I buy these?
No.
And he's like, no, don't even bother.
Don't bother. It's
Um,
terrible.
You know, we've talked about it many times. I think the best way to get your fan base back on your side is to do you know, a sword shield, you know, Arceus type game, but do it in the gold silver world. Make it open world. Make the area you get to explore massive. Have all the Pokemon in there so that people aren't upset that their favorite ice cream shaped fucking Pokemon's not in it. You know, but then
I don't want those ones.
The good ones. I only want the good ones.
I don't want the fucking teacup and the car keys and the
No.
ice cream cone and
the fucking
ceiling
lawnmower.
lamp.
I
Yeah.
want the seagull. Bring back the seagull.
I
Yeah.
don't, yeah, I don't want the goddamn chandelier.
But yeah, like just give us a game like that. Bring back the Elite Four. Like,
Bring
you
back
know,
some difficulty.
well, yeah, you know, like I
A
don't.
rival that isn't your best fucking friend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hate
Also,
that too.
that bullshit.
I hate that
Come
too.
on.
Yeah,
What the? I don't want to be best friends
Yeah.
with this
Hate
fucking
it.
clown. I want to name him Jackass like I did when I was young.
Yep.
And kick the shit out
I
of
don't
him.
want to beat him. I want him
Yeah.
to be mad about it.
Yep. Yeah. Like in ZA, you like basically you have a group of buddies that
Yeah.
all hang out at a hotel, and like you go on excursions together, and like that's your rival. You fight this girl maybe 4 or 5 times throughout the story.
I hate it.
And you like high five after?
Yeah, and like none of the times that you fight makes sense. It's like, why are we having a fucking battle all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Like,
for
this-
fun.
Like that's
Yeah.
what like Gary was there to like teach you about like being a sore loser, being a
Yes.
shitty kid, being
Yes.
a snotty kid. Right. And it was like, oh yeah, like I'm better than him because he's a fucking loser.
Yeah.
Right. Like, and now it's
Yeah.
just like
'Cause he's
everyone's
just a whiny
positive, like,
turd.
woo. It's just
Yeah.
like, stop it.
And maybe I'll catch heat for this one, but the new battle system in ZA is not good. All it turns into is just a cool down button mash simulator. And like you're literally just rotating between, okay, what move do I have available that I can press?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to press that one. And then I've got to wait the 10-second cooldown for my cool move to be available again. And
Yeah.
I'm just going to be like running around like an idiot. And like the end of that game, there's a bunch of battles that are like mosh pit battles against multiple Pokemon at the same time. And first off, you don't know what the fuck's going on because there's so many effects
Chaos.
and shit happening. But there's no strategy. It's literally just, okay, what move do I have that's not in a
Yeah, I
cooldown?
don't like that.
I'm gonna press that and spam it and then move to the next one.
At least I don't have to worry about having Leer or like anything
Yeah.
else.
Attacks only.
Yeah, offense only. It's just it all the strategy and all the like the chess playing
It's
of
gone.
going back and forth is gone. And to
You
me,
ruined it.
that's like that kind of ruins the whole battle portion of the franchise.
Favorite
So,
Pokemon game?
Oh, it's always been gold silver. Kyle's not a
Red
Pokemoner.
Blue.
Red Blue.
Yeah, the OG.
That's all he knows.
Yeah. It's either gold, silver, or for like newer games, I really liked X and Y.
Okay.
Yes.
I like
yeah.
both of those.
Yeah, the
two.
newer era, those are good.
Yeah.
Brilliant Diamond. That's like my favorite.
Mhm.
The guy when you and I played.
We played a fuck ton of
Diamond and
that.
Sapphire there.
Yeah.
Like I actually was. That's the most fun I've had playing a Pokemon game since the first ones.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, bring back the base building underground.
yeah, honestly, the underground thing
I
was
love that.
dope.
Yeah.
Like that was cool.
Like give us. Yeah, I know we were just making jokes about it earlier, but like the Wayfinder house.
Yeah.
I had so much fun last night putting all
yeah,
my
just
all your
decorations
goofy
in
shit
it,
in there,
all
yeah.
my goofy shit. Give me that in a Pokemon game.
Because they kind of had that.
Yeah, it did.
They
Yeah.
kind of introduced it a bit, and then they sort of took it away, and they went for like the contests and like the beauty system and
Yeah.
the full IV thing. It's just like
Hate
give me
all
like a
of it.
cool base.
Yeah.
Like, they tried to do a lot for different.
Well, I'm gonna put
Yeah.
somewhere to hang my badges up on the wall.
Yeah,
Like,
like get and let my friends like come and actually look at.
Because that was
it
something
and
they
stuff.
even did in like Breath of the Wild. Like you could build you had your house, and you could put up your favorite swords and like
Yeah,
decorate and
yeah,
shit like that. I'm like,
yeah.
just do that.
that's awesome.
Funny you mentioned Breath of the Wild
Hey,
Oh,
because
segue.
Legend of Zelda is also 40.
40.
It's older than
40.
us.
fuck.
Yes,
Older than us.
started with some very
Not by
basic
much.
roots.
Crazy. Yeah.
It's crazy how much it's grown.
That Game Boy game though was so good.
Oh yeah, and even if you go back like before that, right?
The NES.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the NES game a lot.
But like I think Super Nintendo's like Link to the Past.
Yeah.
It's the best
Is
Zelda game
peak.
of all time.
Yeah,
Yes.
which is essentially what they put on Game Boy, wasn't it? Or Link's Awakening. I always forget which one we played.
So Link's Awakening was the Game Boy one.
Yes.
And that was the sequel really to the NES one.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I always forget those early ones.
They remade Link's
Sorry.
Awakening on the Switch.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, and that
ac-
like chibi style, didn't they?
yeah, like a
it's-
chibi style. It's actually really fucking good.
Well,
Oh, right
it sounded
on.
like, they essentially like reproduced the game. Like they didn't really change much aside from
It's
the visuals.
Yeah, visuals from the ground up, brand new art style. It's isometric,
Yeah.
like
Very
the
similar
Super
to that
Nintendo
new
one.
Zelda one. That's
Yeah.
actually Zelda.
Yeah, it's the same art style as that one. But you can tell it was from the Nintendo era where they still had a lot of whimsy and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's so I'm playing it right now on my Switch. It ran horribly on the Switch one.
Yeah. Which is so funny because it's really not that like
it's,
demanding.
no, it's not. But it had
Shouldn't be that demanding.
it had an uncapped frame rate. So
Didn't know the
as soon
Switch
as
2
you
could
get
do
it
that.
on the Switch 2, it actually runs it like flawless 60
Okay.
FPS. But back then, so like there's chomps in that game.
Yeah.
Like there's Mario enemies and shit that you're fighting in there. And like they basically just pulled all their Nintendo franchises and threw them into a Zelda game.
Yeah.
Which is so funny to me.
There's like, we need some enemies. Like, what do they look like?
Yeah, and like there's a whole quest line where you have to go rescue a chain chomp, and then you have to go through like a you can only get into the dungeon with him.
Yes,
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's got to like break a wall or something,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and so like just the whole premise of it is hilarious to me. It's honestly it makes me sad that modern Zelda games aren't like that anymore. They've just lost all of that whimsy and just fun.
I really, not in the same sense of difficulty, but I would love if they took a note from Elden Ring and like you can do your open world. Don't give me the stupid Sheikah temples or whatever they are, the
Right.
little dungeons that were all
Yeah.
essentially identical.
Yeah, the dungeon
Like
shrines.
instead of
yeah.
having 150 of them, give me like 20. But make them different and interesting, like the Elden Ring dungeons,
Right.
and have
Mm.
more of those like
Like the
Zelda-esque bosses.
catacombs
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that.
And then
yeah.
put a Zelda-esque boss at the end of it while you're within the world of doing, your classic
Your
Zelda.
main-
Go to
yeah.
this
Right,
temple,
yeah,
go to
yeah.
that guy, kill the four,
Ganondorf,
go
yeah.
fight whatever
Yeah.
version of Ganondorf we're getting this time, which is fine. It's
Same
what I
thing
expect
every
from a
time.
Zelda
Yeah.
game,
Yeah.
but like they make him different. But like
Yeah.
I would love to see them do that versus whatever the fuck Tears of the Kingdom was. And like Breath of the Wild still holds up. It was a good game for
Yep.
when and what it was, but
Yep.
it just got very repetitive.
It is not
Yeah.
the greatest game of all time.
No,
No.
fuck no.
It's
No.
It's not
shut
even
your
close.
fucking mouth. It's honestly, I have Tears of the Kingdom. I'm trying to like it and I'm trying to play it. But the whole building mechanic thing,
Why?
it
It just
breaks
ruins
the
the-
game.
Why?
Yeah.
And I'm probably 8 to 10 hours in, and I've spent at least 80% of my time building shit to move and to like traverse.
Take this over
and
here,
to,
yeah.
Yeah.
like all the challenge of fighting and like different enemies and going into these dungeons and fighting enemies and like I don't know what's around this corner. Like, it
I
could
need to
be
have this
something
special
crazy.
shield to deal with laser beam.
Yeah, like it's just so much of that clearly is not the focus in this game. And honestly, it's really unfortunate because, like I said, I've bounced back and forth between Tears of the Kingdom and Link's Awakening. And
Two very ends of the spectrum.
yeah, and like say what you will about the chibi art style, because I know a lot of people didn't like it. That's a better Zelda game. Like I'm having way more fun with that than I am with Tears of the Kingdom.
Crazy.
And that's so unfortunate.
That is so unfortunate.
And like I've been very open about A Link to the Past being my favorite Zelda of all time. But like bring us back to an Ocarina of Time, bring us back to a Skyward Sword or a Wind Waker.
Twilight Princess.
Yeah,
Great
like,
game.
Like, honestly,
Goth.
people are even just saying, take Wind Waker and just give me a remake. Just do a from the ground up remake of that game. And
Wind Waker remaker.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Exactly. But people would love that if they just did that.
Why is does it ever explain why the fuck it's called Legend of Zelda and not Legend of Link?
Even early on, I can't remember if they ever truly explained that.
And
Yeah, I
then they
don't
just
know,
sort of stuck
honestly.
with it. And
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. I'm sure there's some deep lore that someone on the internet knows as to why that
Yeah,
is,
like-
but I don't know.
Yeah.
Because the
Let us
legend,
know.
the
Yeah,
legend of
yeah,
the
please
legend of
tell me,
Link,
'cause-
the legend
Inform
of Link
us.
just sounds like shit.
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda sounds cool, but then
It
why
does
didn't they
sound
name
cooler.
Link Zelda?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's just bring it.
Sexism.
princess.
Sexism.
Yeah.
I think this is kind of like a core theme of this episode, but like bring things back to the basics. Like, I'm all for evolving franchises and trying to, modernize certain things, but there's a reason some of these franchises were successful, and like it's just Zelda's another one of those. To me, the last two Zeldas people tout as the fucking greatest games of all time.
Yeah.
nope.
They're not even the best Zelda games of all time.
Yeah.
And it's just give us the shit that we wanted. Give us temples, give us, hard enemies,
Puzzles.
good puzzles. Get fucking rid of weapon durability bullshit.
Yeah, that one was kind of goofy.
Not
It was a
sur-
choice.
It's not a survival game.
Why do I have an inventory just of tree branches and after 2 hits they break and then I've got no weapon?
Why would I work to get this crazy sword just to have it break?
Yes.
What the fuck is the point of that?
Makes no sense. Yeah. Anyway, we've got a
Moving on.
a lot of issues with that game, but
Here we go.
here we go.
Last one.
Go, Daryl, go.
Short one.
Daryl's time to shine.
Daryl's time to shine. This is one, again, this is 40 years old as well.
Yeah.
So cool.
And that is Dragon Quest.
Yes. So good.
This I am.
Kyle
Kyle's
might as well
out.
leave. Just turn your
JRPG.
just turn your chair around.
Daryl, tell us all about it, buddy.
What do we
Dragon
need?
Quest is what I love about Dragon Quest is the people that have been involved in the creation of the games. So you have Akira Toriyama, who's been a huge part of the art and composition of the games. So anybody that watches Dragon Ball Z and stuff, it's all that style, which is amazing. Again, and it just lends itself so well to the goofiness that's within the franchise. It is Final Fantasy, but cartooned and just allowed to be whimsical and weird. Like it's
It's
allowed
like
to.
Saturday morning cartoon.
We're not dealing with
type.
like domestic terrorism.
No, it is.
Yeah.
It's as simple as it can possibly. Like at times, it's as simple as it gets. There's a war going on. You're a hero. You get a band of other people to come with you and fight whatever evil is going on. It follows a very similar trope.
And there's some monsters on the way.
Exactly. 9 was really interesting because it brought in time manipulation and stuff like that, and the characters were really good.
Were
in
there
that.
any time strangers in there?
No, there was. Yeah, but it always kind of it changes and it evolves with what the main character looks like, what they're sort of involved in, what what weapons they use. They're not afraid to kind of change things around, but there's always a really weird character in those games that's like part of the group, like an old grumpy man that's
Yeah.
small, or like this little girl that's like super annoying and wants to, is like always in your face or whatever. They always bring in like just like the strangest person to be part of the party, and those are the best parts of the game. Is they're just not afraid to try something goofy and fun, and slimes are adorable but like abundant and everywhere.
They're like Zubats.
Yeah. They have some like steady go-to enemies, and
I love Dragon Quest, and what I've enjoyed about Dragon Quest, we've just said all of these things about games that have gone away from the formula and tried to do too much, and Dragon Quest has never done that. Like, to me, really, like
They're pretty
some
consistent.
Some things have changed in the sense that like you can move around freely during the battle a little bit, but it's still turn-based. It's still build your party. It's still customize and load up your armor and your weapons in a certain way that make the most sense for you and your party or that character. It's the graphics have only gotten better. The seeing your enemies out on the map has come into play and stuff like that, which is fun.
yeah, I struggled with the 1 and 2 remake.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, this is rough. Like it looks better, but it still shows its age. But
It's
then you-
hard, to go back to.
So it's got so much. If you like classic turn-based games and like that's what you want to go, Dragon Quest still holds true to its roots and stays with it, and that's what I appreciate about the franchise the most. And I'm really looking forward to. I haven't done the 1, 2, and 3 remakes yet, but I'm looking forward to playing those all over again.
7 comes out here shortly.
7 comes out.
The
I think
remake.
it just came out.
Yeah,
by the
I think
time
it
this
just came out.
episode's out, yeah, it should
Yeah,
be out.
it just came out, so
Yeah.
like that's really
I
exciting.
really want to play that one. That one looks
7's
awesome.
really good. I was kind of surprised they went with 7 like immediately. I thought you might kind of follow the trope of everything and go with 4 or 5 and then 6.
Oh, okay.
But 7 is like a good one to go with. I'm hopeful and really looking forward to the day that, because it seems like they're just remastering all of them, is for 8. 8 is my.
Is that the best
That's
one you
my
would say?
favorite.
Okay.
8 is my absolute favorite. I spent a lot of time, and that one has a vast end game system of
interesting.
stuff
Okay.
to collect and beating dragons and getting dragon swords and stuff. And it's you can craft and just like throw a bunch of items and stuff into a pot, and
It'll randomize
really cool
an item.
items come out, or really strong weapons or armor come out of it, and like there's certain combinations of items that you have to do in order to get like the next level piece of
okay.
equipment.
Yeah.
So I loved that game because it was like, oh, why did I go into this dungeon and collect this red rock? Well, you need that later because once you figure out the recipe, that thing makes the best sword in the whole fucking game.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
and it's like, oh, okay. Like, and I love 8 has the best characters to me
okay.
and stuff. And
What system did that one
PS2.
launch on? That was PS2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the most recent, they're on 11, right? What's the
Yeah.
one that we most recently played?
yeah,
It's 11.
It was
Yeah.
11.
Yeah. So-
Echoes of something.
Echoes of Time.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell it's called. Yeah. So
Yeah, you
I'm-
guys both
I've-
beat
I
that.
Daryl
love
beat the
that
fuck.
game.
I don't think I beat it. I think I got to a point where it got a little too JRPG-y for me,
Right,
and I was
yeah.
like, "This is getting a bit of a
Well, I thought
grind."
you got to the regular ending.
I guess I think the first one, and then you like
Yeah,
restart the
that
game,
sounds
and I'm
right.
like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Yeah.
And then I got partway through that, and I'm like, "Okay, I think
Because
I'm."
essentially lets you go
Yeah.
back in time,
Just capped out.
stop
Yeah.
the one character from dying, and then
you like
It
reset.
changes,
it changes
the
the
whole trajectory.
whole
Yeah.
trajectory of the ending, which it like doesn't make you start from the very, very beginning. It like gets you to that point, and you're allowed to make
Right.
a different choice, and then you like save the girl, and you're like, oh shit, now
Now we
it's-
got to go do all this other
Now-
stuff.
now there's a new boss, there's a new thing. Like it was,
Yeah.
it was
New
awesome.
bad guy and all
Yeah.
that. So I am curious to see where they go with that franchise. Like you've said, they've really perfected kind of what that looks like in their style, and then you get like an Expedition 33, and like they were the closest to that,
Yep.
where it used to be maybe a Final Fantasy. So I'm curious to see how they grow. But it's nice because it is so different. It's more of like an anime style. It's more of a cartoon style. So, but it still looks really good.
It's
Yeah.
still cool, and like,
Yeah.
you still get your sort of badass looking character in between.
Yeah, they're
there,
still
and,
really
like,
cool.
Yeah,
And then you get
Yeah.
just some
cool.
fucking weird ones.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
just
the
yeah.
like,
circus.
but it's meant to be like it's
Yeah.
meant to be softer and goofier, and it's like very similar to Dragon Ball Z, and what was the other show? Wasteland,
Sandland. Yeah.
Oh yes, I love it.
like stuff like that, where there's those goofy pieces just to keep it the brevity there and
Bring
keep
back
it
the
light
swimmers.
and
Bring
yeah,
back
and
Sandland swimmers.
just have those characters that are built in there to be comedic, like
Yeah.
just to offer that comedy part. And that's what I don't know, I love those games for that.
Yeah, that's a franchise I want to get into. Like the closest I've been is Ni no Kuni. Like,
Yeah.
like I think that franchise is very Dragon Questy in some ways.
In a lot of
little bit,
ways,
yeah.
I tried 11 and just couldn't get into it. I feel like I needed more
That's
Dragon
not
Quest.
the game to start.
Exactly. I feel like I needed more experience in the franchise.
Especially because some of the
to
characters
play
in
that.
11 are annoying as fuck.
Yeah.
So, yes.
You have to
yeah,
you have to get used to the facets of it. Like
Yeah.
you have to get through.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
exposition
Yeah.
and a
Yeah.
lot of chatting. You're like, fuck, just like hurry up. Come on.
I've got 1, 2, and 3 for the Switch 2.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to try those.
I think you'll like it.
They're
It's very-
good. It's
Yeah.
just the combat to me that lost me. Was like the old
Not,
school.
well,
like,
not
really
seeing your
well, no,
character.
just like not really seeing anything. You're just
Yeah.
kind of at this like very static screen, and
You
you're
just
just
see,
seeing
like,
kind of like
the
a fireball
swipe.
or like
Yeah.
this thing, and you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
But like knowing where it came from. But I think 7 to me is the one that I would
It
go back and
looks
play,
like
and that's
best,
kind of
yeah.
gonna
Yeah. It looks
capture a
like
lot of that nostalgia.
Do all the Dragon Quest games have vocations? Because I know 7 does, and they've talked a lot about that. But like, do the other Dragon Quest have jobs and stuff for your party?
I don't remember.
I just didn't know if that was like a Dragon Quest thing or if that was specifically a number 7 like edition.
No, there's components of that in other games, like in
Oh,
other
okay.
installments of the franchise, but it kind of changes where 7 kind of has the
It's more
Final
of a
Fantasy Tactics vocation
Oh, okay,
style, or
yeah.
like Final Fantasy 3, where you kind of get to choose
as you level
how
up, you
it,
can
how it
tweak.
goes
I
and
gotcha.
what parts of your party you want to like put those things
Yeah.
into.
I'm now, you go
Oh,
from
okay.
like being a fighter to like a knight, and then you
Yeah.
can become like a a dragon lancer or whatever the hell they're called.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You
Right.
can like develop the character. Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
That's cool.
So this is a 2026 is a big anniversary year,
Crazy anniversaries.
especially and most importantly ours.
Yes.
Well, obviously.
Once again, thank you all for tuning in with this nice anniversary episode. We appreciate you. It's good enough.
Yeah.
Good.
Good enough.
Good enough. Happy anniversary.
It's good. You know what? Better than good. Good enough.
Good enough.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at GEG Podcast. Check out our website, goodenoughgaming.com, and write us an email about anything from our episodes or something you would like us to discuss in the future. You can also now join us on Discord on the Good Enough Gaming Discord server. We really appreciate you listening and hope you continue to join us on this epic adventure of discussing all things gaming and nerdy. Please subscribe to the Good Enough Gaming Podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts or wherever else you listen to your podcasts, and rate us 5 stars so we can find more good enoughers in the process. Just remember, we might not be great, but we are good enough.